Hi guys, Mrnewmobile here. Apple Watch 7 release date, price, and specs. Please subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Twitter by clicking the links in the description. The Apple Watch 7 might be months away from launch, but thanks to some early rumors and familiarly with Apple's smartwatch lineup, we already have an idea about what the next-gen model will offer. As a follow-up to the Apple Watch Series 6, the Apple Watch 7 could introduce several upgrades that make the best smartwatch even better. We may see a new health sensor, enhanced display, longer battery life, and more. Apple has debuted a new smartwatch every year since 2015. In 2020, it actually released two, so we're confident an Apple Watch Series 7 is the pipeline. But what will be different? And which features are on our wish list? Multiple parts of the watch, including the casing and display. According to a report from ET News, non-invasive blood glucose monitoring will be a standout feature of the upcoming Apple Watch to the benefit of users with diabetes. If we had to guess the Apple Watch 7 release date, we'd pinpoint mid-September 2021. For the last few years, without fail, Apple has debuted a new smartwatch via a Tuesday keynote in the fall, with availability starting Friday of that week or the next. This year, Apple split the next-gen Apple Watch and iPhone events for the first time. The Apple Watch 6 and Apple Watch SE debuted alongside a new iPad Air, while the iPhone 12 lineup received a standalone reveal, all virtual of course. It's possible that Apple will recombine its fall hardware announcements if a live-person keynote can happen in 2021. Unless Apple opts to throw a financial curveball, we have a pretty good sense about what the Apple Watch 7 price will be. Traditionally, $399 is the company's entry-level price for its flagship smartwatch in the 40mm size with GPS. The price goes up to $429 for the 44mm size, plus another $100 to either size for cellular support. That said, changes to size options and connectivity could alter the Apple Watch cost. This could be the year we see Apple drop the price of cellular too. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 with LTE is only $50 more, as is cellular for the mid-range Apple Watch SE. While we can make educated guesses about the Apple Watch 7 release date and price, the current Apple Watch 7 rumors are less precise. We're too far away from launch for credible leaks to surface, but for now, we can highlight some features we'd like to see. Better battery life. Patently, Apple has found evidence of Apple researching a way to increase the battery life of its wearables. The battery watch band could improve battery capacity without having to increase the size of the watch itself. We're accustomed to the 18 to 24-hour stamina of current models, but we'd welcome an Apple Watch that can last longer between charges. Blood pressure monitoring. There are a few reasons why blood pressure monitoring could come to Apple Watch next year. First, it's a viable candidate for the company's informally annual health feature upgrade. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 has a sensor for blood pressure monitoring, so there's already a template that Apple can follow, but it seems the company has a proprietary approach in mind. A patent filing recently won by Apple gives it a leg up in health tracking with built-in blood pressure monitoring that incorporates correction factors. For comparison, Samsung's blood pressure monitoring requires monthly calibration, which can be cumbersome. Mental health tools. When the Fitbit Sense unveiled a slew of stress management tools, we hoped Apple would follow up with similar features for Apple Watch 6. They didn't come to fruition. Apple may hold a steady lead in life-saving features, but mental health tools are life-saving in their own right. Luckily, two top leakers confirmed Apple is working on a way for your smartwatch to warn you about panic attacks and heightened stress. Micro-LED display. Apple Watch 7 could be ready to make the switch from an OLED display to a micro-LED screen, enabling a slimmer and more power-efficient Apple Watch. Micro-LED displays offer better brightness and don't suffer from the luminance decay problems. Apple might just bring new health-focused technology in its watch coming later this year. The new watch-tipped Apple Watch Series 7 may be able to monitor blood glucose without drawing blood, and a new patent now shows how that tech might be implemented. The patent application filed with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO, Dynamic Environments with Performance Enhancements using Ambient Sensors states that the iPhone maker can use absorption spectroscopy to obtain non-invasive blood sugar readings. Also mentioned is that the tech could use terahertz electromagnetic radiation instead of using light to pass through the body to detect gas, quality of liquid or solid materials. But the patent also mentions a potential issue: the implementation of the tech could result in the watch losing water resistance. The blood sugar reading has to be accurate as well. If the reading is off by a bit, the user may end up taking too much insulin and bring on a hypoglycemic or low blood sugar attack. What's more, is that the tech could mean faster battery drain than before, and if the timepiece can fit in all the components, in all of this would mean an increase in the price of the device. The report adds that the same tech can be used to detect skin cancer and other related problems. However, although the patent doesn't necessarily mean that Apple will definitely bring blood glucose monitors to Apple Watch, it does mean that the company is at least considering working on it. For what's worth, Samsung is also expected to bring a blood glucose monitor in its next smartwatch that is expected to arrive later this year. The Apple Watch Series 4 made some big design changes in terms of display, and the Series 5, Series 6 and Watch SE adopt the same design. The general style and shape remain the same as the original watch, but the newer watches offer a lot more screen and similar footprints. It could be, therefore, that the Series 7 offers some bigger design changes, given the Series 5 only added an always-on display and built-in compass, while the Series 6 added a blood oxygen sensor. The Apple Watch has had the same form factor since it was first introduced though, so we would be surprised to see this change dramatically, but you never know. We also expect more health and fitness features, perhaps taking on the likes of Garmin with a recovery feature similar to body battery. For example, Garmin also does a great job of enabling users to share their runs or activity, so we wouldn't be surprised to see Apple take a leaf out of this book. We'd like to see battery improvements to match other smartwatches in the market, like the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, and we'd also like to see more advanced sleep tracking on the Series 7, as well as roaming capabilities. Apple revealed sleep tracking as part of watchOS 7, meaning it is available on older Apple Watches too, but it isn't as detailed as some other devices on the market. It would also be great to see the Apple Watch unlock more. Rather than just being able to unlock your Mac, perhaps it could act as your office keycard too. Other possibilities could include things like smart straps, third-party support for watch faces, a camera and Face ID, or an under-display fingerprint sensor, though we suspect the latter is wishful thinking rather than plausible additions, mainly due to lack of space for the sensors. Of traditional OLED panels, in 2018 Bloomberg reported that the company is working out of a nondescript building in California to produce micro-LED displays. They didn't materialize for Apple Watch 6, but perhaps 2021's Apple Watch will get the new display treatment. Again, it's too early to make any judgments about the upcoming Apple Watch 7. We're just as excited as you to learn what Apple has up its sleeve for its next generation wearable. We hope Apple ups the ante. The competition is more convincing than ever. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 and Fitbit Sense are just a few of the recent Apple Watch alternatives worth your consideration. The Apple Watch 6 is a great smartwatch, but it wasn't the most exciting of updates, and that's large because it doesn't have much of a headline feature. So for the Apple Watch 7 we want to see something new and exciting offered. Exactly what that would be, we're not sure. But that's okay, as it will be even more exciting if it's a complete surprise. We're sure Apple can cook something up if it really tries. Sleep tracking on the Apple Watch 6 is basic, to say the least. When using the official feature, as opposed to a third-party app, there's no information on how long you spend in each type of sleep, light, deep and REM, nor any information on how your sleep affected your stress levels, and vice versa, or on how your bedtime affected the quality of your sleep. These are improvements that could probably be made through a software update, but whether through new hardware or just new software, we want sleep tracking to be a lot better on the Apple Watch 7, as currently it's really not a rival for other sleep tracking apps and devices. The Apple Watch 6 is great as a basic fitness tracker, but for more serious athletes it might feel lacking, as for example you can't set up interval training, and in our review we found that its GPS isn't as accurate as some other devices, especially over long distances, so we want both improvements to GPS and more training options. Perhaps something approaching a pro fitness mode. This is in the realms of things. That almost certainly won't happen, but we'd love for Apple to offer the Apple Watch 7 in both circular and square varieties. While the Apple Watch range undeniably looks good, plenty of people would just prefer a circle on their wrists, and rival devices like the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 have shown how good this can look and how well it can work. Well guys, that is all the latest update we have for. Once there is new leaks I will sharing with you guys. If you are new here please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Peace out.